Right, so let's get some final political analysis on the Sanusha Naidu and Dr. Ntsikelelo Breakfast, our political analysts who join us now. Ntsikelelo, let me just hear from you your thoughts about this political versus facts that the state would have put before the courts to say not in dispute. This failed to happen. What is your sense of what is going to happen next?
Well, I think, in the light of the clip that you've just played, I think if the state lays charges against someone, it needs to make sure that it has a watertight case. Because when the state moves hearing to the right or postpones hearing, it does create an impression that maybe the charges are politically inspired. You must remember, people also suffer reputational damage out of these charges. So I think it leaves much to be desired that, hearing is always moved to the right all the time.
Sanusha, just your final word. Magashule himself is accused of failing to report corrupt transactions in contravention of the Prevention and Combating of Corrupt Activities Act, some of which he says is not his responsibility. Where does it begin and end as a political head, and will this make its way to court?
Yeah, I think indeed, once you take up a position of like one that Mr. Magashule had taken up as Premier, I think you've got to realize there's a code of conduct, there's a ethics and the code of conduct of the office that you occupy, and there are definitely protocols, processes, and legal frameworks that you need to abide by. So obviously there needs to be that kind of accountability and that level of accountability. So in terms of where this goes and how it goes, I think it's going to be very important. I think the question of the state and how prepared they are in the case, the question of the defense and how prepared they are, but also the whole issue around the deposed witness, which both sides are claiming. And that's going to be key in terms of how that deposition goes forward by both sides.
Political analyst, thank you so much for staying with us and your patience. Ms. Sanusha Naidu and Dr. Ntsikelelo Breakfast. We're going to take a quick break.